Gunshots. Oh! Fugitive. I've got to do it on bullocks.
I actually don't know where he was.
Can we show those, the top one, Kenny Wobo? That sort of bottom corner.
Stand by 1010, investigator reported disturbance in
And
Acer
that
Plaza.
other place.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
It's Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza.
Oh, yeah, you are north. You've got to be going south.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress.
You've got to be coming,
An assault in progress.
Oxmount.
Yeah, but I think I'm 3K to the camera. Bottom left corner.
Dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
Aye,
10-5, please repeat, 10-5,
not
all
welcome,
units,
you know.
all units, emergency.
No, I'm just gonna work out where your lighthouse is now.
There's the lighthouse on the map.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had
bottom
led to this point.
Not bottom
I
corner.
released my finger from the trigger. And then it
You
was
got the
over.
one right on the corner, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's the one left of that. Next one down.
To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the Payne started.
Take a photo of it and put it on the map and I'll work out how to get there. Like screenshot it.
Right, I need to draw a circle.
I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
Oh shit.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
That's where I
See,
am.
Alex.
That's the lighthouse on the
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Oh
Like
wow.
taking candy from a baby.
Oh shit, man, you know where I started?
Life was good. The sun setting on a sweet summer's day.
You see
Smell of
what's in
freshly
the
mowed
picture?
lawns, sounds
That's
of
where I
children
started.
playing. A
About
house
20
across the
minutes
river on the
ago.
Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The
So
American
you're
dream come true.
practically where I am.
I thought you were halfway up the coast.
Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking. The sun went down with practiced bravado.
So how far up are
Twilight
you
crawled
from me,
across
then?
the sky, laden with foreboding.
You've got to be at least 20 minutes away from me now. You've run that far.
I don't know.
Honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started.
Run inland.
They'd give me the
Did you
best
run
seat in
with
the
the
house. Front row center.
You ran inland, didn't you?
Yeah.
As you do.
Fuck knows where you are on the map, mate.
I am
What the hell?
on. Well, if you sort of go round the corner, so you're where you are. Sort of
Something
follow
ugly
the,
had been tattooed on the
follow the
wall.
coast round.
A map of things to
Up
come.
and up,
It was a
around and
poison
up the wall.
syringe, a magic tag
And
full of
before you get to
diabolical
the town, it
meanings.
starts with an S. Not too bad. But I was fucking about on my route. I did actually spend quite a bit of time trying to get a damp fire to light, so I could dry my clothes.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Why would you
Is this the
famously
Payne
side?
residence?
Yes,
gotta get
someone's
damp
broken into my
fire.
house. They're still here. You have to.
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Oh my
I
days.
built a fire and then I was carrying
Hello?
it through the woods till I found somewhere to light it. But by the time I found somewhere to light it, the fire had got wet and it wouldn't light.
Yeah.
Or I fucked up and glitched the fire, so I might have
You're,
to throw it
you're
away.
quite far away.
Shows a shotgun in one of these. Yes, there is. There it is. I knew there was a shotgun in one of these fucking things.
Yeah, it's gonna take you like 10 minutes to run back to me.
Good Smith time.
Michelle!
Yeah, you want to be logged out. See, this is what I mean. What you want is if you could
NYPD,
work
drop!
out each server where you have different a car on each server. People could pay you £2 per belt.
Please God, no.
From your secure stash. Drive off, pick them up. For the £2, you basically drop them off anywhere on the map and give them a little fucking bag.
Bitch!
Wait, that's very
No, God, no, please, Michelle.
I'd have to study the map though, look how big it is.
The problem is if you get into like 4th gear in the cars and start driving, you hit a town that hasn't been looted, and there's so much loot, everything goes a bit laggy, and you like total the car into a building.
Are you coming around the corner yet?
Yeah, sort of shortcutting over the top of the hill.
Okay, you're going near PYNRA.
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute.
Between that and the
The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA.
A little island on the way.
Whoever's jumped in the street,
It took
I'll
us
give a
3
jumping
long
by.
years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking.
Right,
I went
there is
undercover,
everything right there.
infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York.
I'm waiting for Si to run back the way he's coming.
Well, you could always jump
Someone
into a
Roscoe Street
PvP
Station.
server for 10 minutes, fucking about. Jordan?
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I came
but
in
it's
from the
different
cold in the
characters, so it
dark.
doesn't affect this one.
Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city
There's
who knew I
somewhere
was down
people
here.
have modded shit. And
Something
they've actually
urgent has
managed to
come up
mod
with Jack
buildings
Lupino.
together.
You need to meet with Alex immediately.
So I
At
reckon
the
they've done
Roscoe
a
Street
really good
station.
job.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover.
Horribly glitchy.
Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's
Yeah, I
heart,
think it's
raining ice
just being put
pitchforks
on
as if
to
the
the
heavens were ready to
regular
fall.
server and have your own
Everyone was
fucking
running for
level.
shelter like there was no tomorrow.
Shit.
It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride.
Forgot how the fucking graphics
Next
were in
stop,
this back in
Roscoe
PS2
Street
days.
Station, and Alex.
I hope you can find.
The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
I'm not like, I'm a bit past the lighthouse though. You'll see where the railway goes over the water.
Yeah.
And then there's a house on the left there. I'm sat in their greenhouse. Out the back.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex
Just sat in
fast.
the house, but I just sit in the greenhouse. Right. Let's have fun in this one.
The pills would
Painkillers?
ease the pain.
Oh my god. Where have I suffered?
Yeah, now the moment I come out here, there's gonna be 2 people there.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this?
What the?
Yeah.
What the?
Now that was quick looking at this PvP. This is where
Yo, guys. Hey, we're getting around. You...
What the hell?
Run down here loads of times.
Ooh, dual berettas, standard.
I'm Warble. Ooh. Right. Not far from where you were,
Indeed, Tommy Showdown.
K-A-M-B-I-B-O-B-O. That's not far from you where you are now. Cold.
So much for being subtle.
Hacksaw. I always find a hacksaw.
Did you hear something?
Nah, take it.
Well, lucky for Alex, they had ended up in the middle of a big-time crime operation.
Kissing.
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
I want to see what's These houses look like they've been abandoned for years. There's loads of houses. Oh, what's that?
Home free. This way. What the?
Glow sticks. Glow sticks. We're having a party.
So whereabouts you are? I'm at the other side of Tommy Wobo fire. Yeah. Right inside of it. All the way around Tommy. Down to where that little lighthouse is. Black-on lighthouse, is it, or something?
Yeah.
Zooming on it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like-
my lighthouse.
Yeah, if I get to that lighthouse, is that good, or where's the house you're at?
Yeah, a guide you from there.
Sweet.
You made that open.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. Power was back on.
We're going to hacksaw the lot. Come on, I'll run straight towards this one.
So much for being subtle.
What the hell?
Where's your gun's gone? Oh, there they are.
What is this? Canned peaches. Yeah, boy. Get where we put it.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down at Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
There is decent loot around there, just... Why'd you open canned food anyway?
You need anything sharp. A knife or a tin opener for preference, but pickaxes and shovels will do it. You imagine what the hell?
Oh no.
What the?
Checking the surrounding areas, wow good now. Oh, what's that? Ah! No way. No way you having me off. These zombies are having me off. Pissing with blood.
Oops, didn't want to do that, but...
No! Even more. I'm pissing with blood, I'm gonna die.
Okay, bandage.
Oh, I hate this when I can't do this. It fucking pisses me off.
An assault backpack. Oh, what am I doing? I need to put rags on.
Like Lapino. Now that's spooky. Jack Lapino. Yeah, spooky. But also it's... What the...
Oh no, I'm dying.
This is a bit where the grenade comes down in a second.
What the hell was that?
Alright, don't need another one. What have I got to myself? What?
What have I gagged myself?
Hold on here. Give me
Don't
the
to,
detonator.
don't to gag a woman, not fucking...
A question that only ever get asked when you're playing DayZ is why have I gagged myself?
Get him!
Ooh, what are these? Flares. Emergency flares. See that? I'm not dying.
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Means I have to go find it.
What are you doing, woman? Why you had to... Oh, hello.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest. They're gonna be... Whack!
Right, are you near that lighthouse?
Island.
Oh, the little eye.
There's a little island in there first, called Hotmail or something like that, I think.
Yeah, you're close to it.
I'm just coming past the sort of dock area to come down to
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
That goes down
Who is
towards
this?
the
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor. The bank robber's score lay on the table.
You're not actually out on the little island,
No,
are you?
The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
right.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
It's not half down. How do you open the Boom. Get the old axe sword out. I don't know what they were, but... Oh, gee, what's that? How'd you drink this water? Can't drink seawater. Bar in my chair. How's everyone doing anyway?
Right, so I'm on the train track, down the other side of town from... I see a big church on the hill. Like an onion fucking roof, yeah?
Yeah,
Hold
yeah,
it!
yeah, that's
Max,
it.
Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot
Okay, I'm
you.
just going to carry
Alex,
on the train track.
glad to
the
see
church
you.
On my right.
What the hell's going on?
the hill a
There are
bit.
more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery. A tunnel that goes straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall.
I'm
Is
following
this
the
why?
coast. The train's...
This is
train
Lupino's
tracks.
gig?
Sort of.
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
From round the fort.
You sure know how to pick a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's...
Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Combine rags and sticks.
Rags and sticks.
Yeah, that'll make it fire. But don't press on for the recipes you got.
I don't know, it's hot. I'm making a campfire quickly.
That church I can see is the church at Electro.
Let's get the hell out of here. We'll be fine. Just take it.
You just blew yourself up, you fucking idiot.
Right, you can see that church, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in between that church and your lighthouse. Dead in between it. Next to a little shed.
There should be a few houses on your left.
Yeah.
Wait.
And you got the train track going over the water. It's like the metal bridge for the train track. You see that?
Let me follow the train track.
Right, I've crafted a fire, now how the fuck do I light it? I've made a fireplace.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes.
Oh, what am I doing? I need to remove my gag first.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm literally in the house on the left of me.
I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes.
Yeah, wait, I'll log back in. I've got enough to survive.
I walked straight in,
If you log
playing
back in and
poker
take a
like I'd done
photo
100 times
of the
before.
houses you can see.
The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Payne in the butt. Payne to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Payne in the butt. Ha ha! Payne to the max. Junk squad pig. Got a ticket to Marble City for you. Eat first and lying down. Bring it out.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Hopefully I spawn with just enough food and water. It'll last me to get out on the road.
I'd met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
I'm fed up with this coast now. I keep dying of the coast.
The V deal goes down at your hotel.
Jack's exact words, quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one, unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V dealman added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
I'm miles away from that ghost. Jesus. Wow.
Everything all right? Bosses, Joey, Vigilio, you all right in there?
Are you on 2269, yeah?
Come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for that.
The sun's setting, so it's off to
Bosses, we're coming in.
the west-hand side of the map.
Payne!
Might as well just wait till I die and see where I spawn. Oh, I lose my knife, I lose my pistol, lose my ammo. Go on. Gotta die now. Chop myself. Chop myself with a knife.
Take whatever steps necessary. Here stated that Valkyrie represents
Take it easy.
the NYPD has been out on massive Payne. Killer Storm.
Wrong thing. Oh.
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Hold them in your hand and see if you can R2 beat them.
No, not me. No, it's hard.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Ain't...
I don't think you're getting shotgun out there, mate. I don't fucking think so.
Previously on Lords and Ladies, Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine for an audience. So, Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation.
My lady.
My lord?
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
I'm free.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment
I know exactly where
upon
you
that
are.
distant forest path, there has been sunlight in the autumn leaves.
To be fair,
blazing
I'm just at a
with
hospital
colours.
as a lecturer.
Oh, my lord, you should not speak so.
I must.
My lord, no! I forbid you. This cannot be. This must not be.
Why, my lord?
Yeah, it's like a big purple H with stars.
Get away. Get away.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
Yes, I just found him. I just made him cry like a little bitch.
That's where I am. You know where I am now.
piece of crap!
I'm just trying to leave the hospital. I'll have a look in the back of the cell. I'm sure there's some other camera to spot in the
I'm literally up where you started. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon, believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound the city.
Someone seriously got buzzed and paid the price for it.
I might be able to get to, you know, the lighthouse in the corner?
Yeah.
Right. Might be able to get to that. Because you know the first town above that, that's where I'm coming up to now.
I think I died. Think I'm dead.
I saw!
You know where I am.
Everyone's
I found Muerte's room.
I need water. I want to drink seawater.
Get him!
Muerte had received a letter. Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
I feel like I'm doing a marathon. Oh, now the sunset. Ah. Which way is that sunset to you? I've got 15 minutes to get to you. And log out.
ya!
Told you. God damn! I thought it was a bomb for...
Hold it!
I'll hide behind a fucking wall, mate. I can blatantly see you.
Flap cap, man. Those guys.
The hooker had left her diary on the table. The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent to the latest one-eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. They would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
What the hell? It's him.
No.
Go get him.
I'm gonna get down on the beach and try and get Kevin on the beach.
Beach, no. You'll find me. Oh, hello. What have we got in here? Right. Christmas present.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.